These aren't actually study guide answers. They're answers from your PowerPoint lecture. I gave you two problems to work, and these are the solutions to those. I call it a study guide just because it's not homework. I hope that didn't confuse everybody. And I hope that I told you that there was a line on the restaurant forecasting where it had food and beverage sales separated, and just to remove everything after the 32% of sales. So the problem is like a problem that I gave you in the example. Um, we have lunch and dinner revenue that are different, so we need to calculate those separately. And we've got check averages, turns, tables, days, and then again we multiply all restaurant revenue by 0.75. And the reason why we do that is because when a dining room is completely full, you really only use about 75% of your seats. So from this paragraph, I got our check average of $15, our turns of 1.5 turns, our tables, we have 250 tables. We're doing this for a year. And again, we multiply all restaurant revenue by 0.75 just to be conservative. So our total revenue doing dinner the same way is $5,303,906.25. Now we're going to use that total revenue number to calculate our expense percentages, our variable expenses. So you're going to take that 5 million and change and multiply it by 0.36, and you're going to get the $1,909,406.25 for your cost of sales. And that's food costs and possibly paper costs if we have those in the food costs. Sometimes restaurants do that for fast casual kind of restaurants or fast food. I would assume that based on the check average of this restaurant and the table turns, that cost of sales is food and beverage. Then we have labor of 32%. Again, we're going to take that our total revenue and multiply it by 0.32, and we get $1,697,250. Our management was fixed, and it's $240,000, and then we have other expenses of 20%. And that's going to be everything from linen to cleaning supplies to trash to on and on, utilities. It's just a number that we've used in the past, and that's why we have it on here from historical sales. 20% of 5 million and change is $1,060,781.25. Again, we've got more fixed costs. That's going to be our rent. $260,000, maybe our utilities, not utilities, but our interest and depreciation as well. And then our total expenses are $5,167,437.50. So when we take our total revenue and we subtract out our total expenses, we get $136,468.75. Our taxes are 25%, so we're going to multiply. Even if that was a negative number and you do the math the same way, you're going to come out with the correct net income or loss. So you're going to take your income before taxes and you're going to subtract out your taxes, and you're going to get your net income. If it was a negative, you get a tax credit, so your net income would reduce. But in this example, it's positive, so you're going to go ahead and take your $136,468.75, and you're going to multiply by 0.25, and you're going to get 34,117.19, and then you're going to subtract that out, and you're going to get $102,351.56. Okay, now we're doing a hotel example, and it's coincidental that the occupancy percentage I chose for this problem is 75%. So it's a 0.75. So we're going to take our rooms times our ADR times our occupancy percentage times our sorry, I got confused for a minute there. Sorry, our average daily rate times our occupancy percentage times our days in the year times our rooms. I've got these numbers backwards. The 55 is actually an ADR, and the rooms is the total amount of rooms. So my headings, which are off a little bit as far as being lined up, The ADR should be 55 and the room should be 125. We're multiplying everything across, so our answer is the same. It's $1,882,031.25. And we're taking our revenue and we're multiplying it by a variable cost percentage. And we're going to do all of our expenses as we did with the restaurant example, and we get $644,609.38. We're going to subtract our total expenses from our revenue, and we get $1,237,421.88. And we're doing the tax rate the same way. We're going to multiply that income before taxes by 0.25, and we get $309,355.47. And then we're going to subtract our taxes from our income before taxes to get our net income or loss. In this example, we get $928,066.41 of net income.